Flash flooding forces the evacuation overnight of a mobile home park right here in the mountains.
And Victoria, we understand that the families were able to go home. Are things all clear now?
Yeah, that's exactly it. They got that word around midnight. They had been here at the shelter from about 7 o'clock till midnight, waiting to find out what the building inspector's initial check of their homes was. We're talking about 24 mobile homes that were impacted. This is what the scene was like last night, though. Talk about emergency response. Here we got some video of them setting up the cots and really getting the ball rolling for this emergency disaster relief area through the Red Cross. This is at Westview Baptist Church for people who had to evacuate their homes. Now, these are people who are living in Eden Glen, which sits in a pretty low spot along Flat Creek. It came out over its banks last night with that sudden burst of rain and hail that Julie was talking about. About 24 mobile homes were impacted, and the people living there came up here for a little while, and then they got word that they could go back home. But Pete Guzman and Pat Gill, who were here, the volunteers working for the American Red Cross, you all stayed through the night. And what was the role of the Red Cross for the people initially and through the overnight hours?
Well, we set up around 9 o'clock after we've gotten the word to set up a shelter, and we stayed here on the contingency that any of the occupants of these mobile homes might not feel comfortable staying there tonight. So we were here ready and willing to help them out with cots and snacks and water and any other material needs they might need.
And we were talking about the next role for the American Red Cross here to help the victims of the flooding. You're actually going to be taking this is your ERV, your emergency response vehicle. It's going to be heading down into the neighborhood today. What's going to happen?
We're planning on hoping to bring some cleaning kits for those that might need them, to help them out to sort any of the damage that they might have had. And if any of the buildings and mobile homes are considered not safe to stay in, we can help them out as well with some sheltering, either at the Westview Baptist Church or elsewhere.
And Pete, was anyone hurt in the evacuation or anything to your knowledge?
Not to my knowledge.
Well, that is good to hear. And coming up in our next half hour, we're going to find out exactly what happens beyond the initial response and the help for the victims, and what they could be learning as the sun comes up in the next phase as they recover from the flash flooding that hit here in Weaverville. Reporting live in Buncombe County, Victoria Dunkel, News 13.